Hey everybody, Ken and Brandon here. Happy Thanksgiving, Thursday night commentary, the Thanksgiving special, CCG Poker TV. Trying to get Brandon to laugh. He's giggling. Brandon, what are you most thankful for today? All right, he's on
Black Friday.
You know what? I am very thankful for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be awesome. I'll be
good.
more thankful if we get through it without any screw-ups, but
We've been doing good lately.
we've been doing good, which is why I'm feeling like
Right,
it's
it's
just
time
the
for
other
a
shoes got to
screw-up.
drop. All right, anyways, Thursday night commentary, everybody. We are back with part 3 of the, what did I call
Poker
this
to
one?
the max.
Poker to the max. 2-5 to the max.
2-5 to the max.
Dealt
at
by
the
max. At by max. Jim at the max. We just jammed a bunch of maxes in there.
Max cubed.
Max cubed. What else is going on? Pretty sweet opening hand here. Ace Jack, Ace 10, Ace 9, King Deuce, and Fletch flops top pair with a very un-Fletch-like hand.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get any action here, though. It's a $100 pot, though. $125. That's the pot. 105 almost. That's the pot. It's close. It's close. It's close. It's close.
Close.
When John Song said that, I almost died. Pretty standard. Fletch takes it down. The hand pretty much plays itself.
Right.
My favorite line.
Everybody probably thought he had ace 6. He had ace jack.
So what was I going to say? Last weekend, Kings Hall, Johnny Vibes, and Jamin Burton. I'm not going to go on record saying who my favorite vlogger is, Jamin Burton. And they were awesome, though. They were super cool.
I didn't make it. Was it good?
Oh,
It was
yeah,
good.
you weren't there.
I
Sorry.
wasn't
All
there.
right, anyways,
Yeah,
recap.
so
Johnny,
you can talk.
Johnny Vibes. One is, like, crazy tall.
Yeah.
He's, like, 6'5". He's a behemoth. Super skinny, but, like, very tall. Right. First thing I noticed, I was like, whoa, tall.
Whoa.
And Jamin's actually pretty tall, too. He's, like, 6'2" or 6'3". So me at 6 foot, 6'2" with the hair, like, I felt dwarfed. Anyways, it was a really great turnout. 10 cash games. PLO got off. 1-1 actually didn't get off, which I was a little sad about. I wanted to get the full quadfecta of 1-1, 1-3, 2-5, and PLO. We had to go with the ultimate trifecta of 1-3, 2-5, and PLO. But they jumped around. They played a bunch. I think people were very excited. The one thing I got from customers was that they were more happy that they felt like Jamin and Johnny were able to play at the tables longer because there was 2 of them and really only 9 meetup games because they were like, we might play PLO, we might not. So they really had like
9 or 8 games to
they
choose
had,
from.
yeah,
so
like
can sit
8,
there an hour.
correct,
and it'll be
almost more. Like
Right.
they'd play like way longer, so it wasn't. You didn't feel rushed. That was the only.
Like, oh, you got 12 hands to play with these guys.
Right,
No,
that
you
was
got
the only
a
problem
full
with Brad and
30,
Andrew because we
40
had
hands.
25 games going and there's 2 of them. Like it was just, it's hard for them to get everywhere. And if they try, then they very much don't really get to hang out with anybody.
Yeah.
But still an awesome
So
turnout.
10 games is like perfect.
10 games is like the nuts. It was great. It was an awesome turnout. Yeah, it was super cool.
Sweet.
Anyways, 2-5 to the max. Brian, who is in the 1, 2, 3, 4 seat, final table Brian, commented on Facebook this morning that he's like, if I remember right, part 3 is going to be killer. So I actually don't remember what happened, so I'm kind of excited that FTB prefaced me like, hey,
I mean,
wait till you see
hand,
part 3.
There's still the hand that I screwed up that we haven't done.
That has not come yet, so that'll be part
be
of
in
the
there.
excitement.
But I'll talk us through it.
Big cup, drinking big cup style.
But I definitely think that John, the 3 seat, has a lot more chips when I screw up. So
Oh, nice.
we'll preview that.
Johnny flops,
Johnny flops, or what are we calling him?
Johnny floats.
Johnny
He's
floats.
floating all the time. He's just floating. Guys like it. Y'all float down here. That's exactly what John Shirt should say.
All right, maybe we can actually commentate on a hand now.
We'll see. I was going to do my Black Friday plug.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so you can still sign up. Actually, you probably can't sign up. I will say this. You can sign up if you're watching this. Check the site. If there are a few spots left, I will leave it up because there's a limit of, I think, 250 spots. So I know we had said that we would do a time frame, meaning like if you didn't sign up by midnight on Black Wednesday, you wouldn't be able to sign up. But if we still have open spots, I'm going to let them go until they're just gone, and at which point
Well, it's not sold
the
out.
site will not let you pre-register. You can still register at the event. You're just going to have to wait in line.
Right.
We'll open the doors at 1 o'clock, so if you don't want to wait in line, just come early, grab lunch at the Max or something, or grab a beer, or run out and go do something, whatever. Hit Walmart up, get some free TVs or whatever they're giving away for Black Friday. Oh, 7 deuce game still on?
7 deuce game is on. Ooh.
And he flopped a 7, which is
The second
basically
best
top. It's
really-
not
it's
because
bottom,
he has,
bottom.
yeah, it's bottom,
Yeah.
bottom. And FTB has a 7, so this could get super ugly
one.
fast.
You know he ain't folding.
Nope. FTB don't fold. Oh my gosh!
Hello.
So, Miami Chris here banks a deuce on the turn.
And if I remember correctly,
It does get the flush out there, which might slow them both down a
final
little bit.
table Brian was the last one to lose to the 7 deuce.
Yeah. And which means you have to pay double.
Which means you double or 20.
So, if like... Oh my god, what a hand! Oh, Chris is just like grinning, super excited.
Oh,
I
that
just big gin on the
sucks.
turn, and then FTB just
Yeah.
snaps
Snap
one
balls.
off in him.
Call.
200
7
call.
deuce.
Ah! Look at Mike's face. Look at Mike's face in the middle.
Everybody saw
Look
that.
at Mike's face in the middle.
They all saved 10
Oh
bucks
my
from the 800 river.
gosh. How gross is that? What a cool hand.
Put that one on the money.
Yeah, put that one on, Mike yells. That one's pretty gross. We will definitely, it's a pretty sweet opener there. What were we saying? So anyways, yeah, pre-register. The only thing pre-register does is get you a guaranteed seat at the start of the tournament. You don't have to wait in line. You're going to go directly to your table. So I'll put out the list. Check Facebook, check Twitter. You can come and check in at the bank and figure out where you're seating or where your seat is. Pretty cool stuff. And we are expecting 300 people to start the tournament. Yeah.
Easy, yeah, 30 tables.
So 30 tables in the gym. We probably won't open up any tables in the restaurant because we want to save those for cash games and anything else.
So really, if you don't pre-register, you got to be in the first 50 to get into the start tournament.
Guaranteed to start the tournament. Otherwise, you're just going to be in line for alternates. It's midnight. The
and
lights
they
go off.
bust pretty quick.
They go
so
fast.
Even if you're number 60 or 70,
You'll get in.
you'll get into the
And
first
every
level.
single person will get in. If you show up at 2:45 and you're waiting in line and the break happens and it's all closed off, we will wait. You will be an alternate. You will get in 100%. We will not turn anyone away. The only time we will cut it off is if you have already played in the
you're
tournament,
rebuying.
busted, re-entering.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut off
At some point, that'll be a cutoff. So that is what it is.
But if you haven't played yet, you'll get in once, even if you have to wait till after break and come in. But you'll have
And normally, even for the re-entries, we try to get every single person in. Because I remember Black Fridays when we had like 110 people in line for alternates at the break, and I'm thinking, good God, this is never going to happen.
I remember one year we had the line going through the restaurant at the max.
Yep, when we were in the old volleyball
We were in
court.
the old volleyball court, and then long ball was at the door. And it was just like, yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, it was nuts. He's pretty good. All right, Ace 9 versus King 9. Fletch flops top 2.
How does he do it? I just don't get it. Ace 9 off.
Just good.
Ace 9 3. And on top of it, Brian just won a pot.
He likes trying
He
to
likes
trying
to
to
pick
get
people
Fletch.
off.
I mean, he's thinking about raising here, right?
I don't know what he's thinking about. Who knows what's going on in his head? I mean, to be honest.
This right here is the funniest thing I've
There's a lot of other things you might be thinking about.
Oh, he's gotten out of race. I think he's thinking, can I get Fletch off of this hand? Can I get Fletch to fold his shitty ace? Darn it! I said I wasn't going to be family friendly.
You said you were going to be family friendly.
Tried.
8 minutes in, cancel. We'll just have to put a disclaimer. Mute at the 8-minute mark. For family.
I'm going to make my family watch this on Thanksgiving.
Don't. That's misery. He is thinking about making it 600. 500.
Told you. FTB coming up firing. So I did a poll on Twitter. Did you see it?
No.
That was like, what's the most annoying thing at a poker table? And I did mostly my stuff, like directional betting,
Min raise.
min raise, tank fold was the last one. There was a fourth one in there as well. I'm trying to pull it up on Twitter here so I can see what it is.
You guys both had 7 deuce?
It's pretty popular. We got quite a few votes. I was kind of impressed. What was the other one? Oh, directional betting, minimum raises, saying nice hand, and then tank folding. What do you think? What are they ranked? 1 through 4. 1 being like the most popular answer of what's worse.
Oh my god.
He soaks Brian.
Ooh,
So
the
Brian just
deuce
called and then
fired the river when Fletch checked. Fletch is going to call top two. Brian's going to lose.
yeah. All right. Directional betting, saying nice hand, min raise, tank folding.
So the flush did get in there, and Brian used his nut spade blocker.
He tried.
Well, he tried to.
Didn't work.
You're up $100.
He tried. Worst is.
You ever notice on the poker app that in the little image it's 7 do something?
I can't think of it. What's the worst? Not nice hand, not directional betting, and not min raising.
Tank folding.
Tank folding.
41% of people said tank folding is worse than
Yep.
the other ones. Saying nice hand was actually a close second. At
Yeah, I would have
35.
said. Directional betting really doesn't tilt me that much.
It does me. I know it's a weird thing that I do, and I
Yeah,
can't
and
stand.
minimum raising.
Not that I do. I can't stand when somebody does it.
Yeah.
And just min raising me just pisses me off. There's a good chance I'm gonna 4-bet, just because I'm pissed.
Well, there you go. Insight, guys. If you want to get Kenny to spew off.
I also think a guy from the Johnny Vibes and Jamin Burton meetup game listened to the commentary beforehand, because he called me Chief and Pal the whole night.
No way. Well, he knew it.
And he kept having this like look, and he was like, "You gonna say anything? You gonna say anything?" And I was just like I was like that tea kettle, like.
Right.
I was ready to just explode.
But then you don't want it to like.
I was
Well,
because I didn't know him.
yeah.
I mean, he was a new customer. I don't think he's ever been. Said he was an RCG reg too.
Plus, you don't want to give in to his like joke.
Correct.
He's like trying to
Yep,
get
yep,
you
yep.
tilted.
He was trying to goat me into
being tilted.
Being
yeah.
tilted.
Right. So you got to just stay strong. All right, Anthony flops the best hand here with a 5.
Which sucks for Brian because when you got 4s, and it's 8, 9, 5. You're feeling pretty good about it.
Checks through 3. Another good turn for Brian. Deuce would be a Heinz a great river for Brian.
I mean, Brian. Nah, they're gonna check it all the way down. He's like, "Come on, my 4's got to be good for $200." Nope. So Anthony, we do not have a name for, and he has been on the table a bunch, and I just can't seem to figure out what his nickname should be. I don't want you to say anything yet.
Tattoo Tony.
Tattoo Tony? It's actually not bad. All right, it's a maybe.
Okay.
It's a maybe.
No, you're not about it. John, you want to go to Hollywood?
Tattoo Tony. It's not bad.
I can get John.
And where's he from? Is he Croatian?
Croatia.
Like 5 minutes from the top.
Oh, yeah,
I think that's what it is. I remember he went to Croatia for like 6 months.
Yeah, I remember
He was
that.
gone.
Yeah.
The list?
Like, where the hell have you been?
And when the World Cup was going on, he was huge in the Croatian.
left my jacket though the first time. So
Because they made it.
Yeah.
So I think it is Croatian.
I played. That was the bad part.
All right, Fletch with the 7 deuce and actually bets it out. Wow.
55 he made it?
See,
45.
I think it's unfair in this prop bet that Pat and Fletch have a huge advantage to win this bet because
They
he
can
makes a
wrap
big
like
raise.
aces.
Yeah, they just their reputation precedes them. You're running to. Oh, here's the hand you screw up.
No.
Nope,
Still you.
it can't be me.
That's
I never screw up.
Because look at how fast you went back and fixed it. I would have been just dead.
And then I'm yelling at Max. Hang on, Max, you little pain in the ass. He didn't hang on.
There's your second cuss word.
Ass is not a cuss word.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard it on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse the other
No,
day.
you did not.
He was like, "Goofy, you ass! What are you doing?"
My lady on the Peloton dropped 2 F-bombs. I did not know that
No
was,
way.
I swear.
It's kind of hot.
It was great.
Kind of hot. I like this.
Fletch is going to check. He wussied out.
Taylor's not doing the 90.
And Anthony's just,
That's different in every
that's a
studio.
ton.
I did it yesterday.
God, if I was Fletch, there is 0 chance ISO 7 deuce there.
No.
I hope he didn't show it.
I think he did. Because everyone's like, oh. All right, here I come, I think. Oh, I thought I was going to make a mistake.
How big was your raise, Ant? How big was your raise?
Oh, man.
7? Ace king?
You coming over yet? Not
No
yet.
mistake yet. This production brought to you by Banaka. So good.
Hey, you like Banaka, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Who's the guy in Bravo who uses Banaka all the time?
No idea.
From flipping
How clean does Anthony
flipping
run
out.
there? He just gets an ace right on the
Never
top.
seen an episode.
Oh my God, it's great.
Were there any other bets on that?
All right, what else we got going? Winter CSOP starts.
I know.
Like
We had the high roller this weekend.
Winter CSOP starts. What else?
You want to see this what? Yeah, let me see.
I mean, it's going to be a huge weekend in general.
It's going to be a huge weekend.
So we got a 5K main event, or a 5K guaranteed deep stack on Friday.
Yeah, Friday Night Deep Stacks is a super juicy one. 5K
It would have
guaranteed.
been good if the one was,
Which I think we might have to cap eventually because it's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
probably
so
like
big.
80.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have to let's start at 6:30.
Yeah.
We're going to have to just start that thing at 6:30.
So that'll be good. And then obviously the Bird. The Tweener actually is a sick tournament. If for some reason you got stuff to do and you can't come to the 2 o'clock early Bird, which is a shame because it's an awesome tournament. Right. It's just fun to be a part of a tournament that's like that many people and so many like player down, get it back in, player down, jump back in line. Like it's an experience, right?
Yeah,
like it's
more
fun.
than just like a tournament.
It's fun. Like you're part of like this like thing. But anyways, the Tweener normally has like 50, 60 people in it. I mean, no problem. Which is great.
Oh, easy. No,
especially now.
Like 70, 80.
Well, I think now, especially with the much better structure,
yeah,
that'd be even better. All right, Will has got King 10 versus Mike's King 9.
Now a lot of chop outs, a lot of chop opportunities.
A lot of chop opportunities. God, this is gold, Brandon. Write down chop opportunities.
Now, you know, every year when I used to have to deal the early bird, I would try to convince the whole table to just all go all in the first hand.
You always say this.
All
And they
9
never
people
do.
rebuy. Like, one person's just going to have 50K, and everybody else snap rebuy, and then just stay in their same seats, and
All right.
and they never did it. All right, here I come, making a mistake. Next hand.
There you go. Next hand coming up. Brando screw up. All right, Will takes it down. No chop opportunities for Mike.
Bad river for Mike.
Yeah, except
Will
Mike
didn't
bet
take
it
it
out and Will called.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Or maybe Will didn't call.
Yeah.
110-2 call.
Now Will's about to call. I mean, he ain't folding.
Is he?
No, he ain't folding.
I don't know.
He's just thinking through it.
Will gets beat up a lot.
Yeah, but he ain't.
Yeah.
He ain't folding, Brando says.
I mean, I haven't seen this. I have no idea what happens, but he ain't folding. There's 372 in the pot. You only got to be right here 25% of the time. What does he lose to?
A 4.
Okay.
That's it. It's just, can you
King
put Mike
Jack.
on a 4?
Don't you think Mike would have bet the
Mike
turn?
raised pre-flop,
Mike did
though.
bet the turn.
So that is, well, Mike raised pre-flop. Will called. Will check, Mike bet the flop.
Mike bet the flop.
Will
and the turn
check,
and
Mike
the
bet the turn. Will check, Mike bets the river. So
river.
when you
I
think
guess
about
he
it that
could have
way,
ace king, ace queen. Yeah.
No, she says he just looks like.
well, he beats ace
There
queen.
you go.
There you
I
go.
meant king, queen. King 9. King 10.
Slow roll, re-slow roll.
All right, Brandon's coming in to screw up.
It's all valid.
I was trying to explain to you when you came back how I screwed up. I'd like you to watch and see how I screwed
Okay.
up.
You're not folding. I'm not. No, I can't. You went for value. That was such a slow. I thought you were from Canada, dude. Yeah, isn't that mean I'm? I don't really know how that applies yet. I thought you were from Canada. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be. Nobody say anything bad about Brandon.
Okay, so definitely you back there now.
Oh yeah.
I missed the John limp.
I must have ran out to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You didn't assault anyone.
All right, so you missed the John
That's
limp.
that's it. I missed the John limp.
Mike raises from the hijack position with King Jack suited, which I like. Pat? No. God, why doesn't Pat call occasionally with those? Pat, if you're listening, get in there. King Jack for Fletch. So we have a heads up pot. Oh, no, wait. There's a third person
No,
in
there's
the
actually
hand.
a fourth person in there.
Oh, great. Well, what's he have?
Well, we don't know.
Does he play it the whole way?
He's all in.
Oh, my God.
All right, so we got ace 9 5.
Mike
just
bets out 100 just to c-bet, trying to see if he could take it down. Ooh, c-bet. Take it down.
Fletch is out of there. So Anthony calls here with the gutter ball, which is kind of crazy. Hundy ball with the gutty ball. John calls. This is the point I realized that John.
Well, he's got a gutter ball and he can backdoor diamonds here.
Sure.
So I don't mind this.
So it was only 80, not 100. Bink.
Oh!
Bink.
Look at that face. Look at that stone cold poker face.
So check, check, and Mike's a little tilted that his king 9 wasn't good last hand. Here you come back. This is where I'm like, I was hoping to get this hand over with before you came back.
Man, what a good-looking dude back there.
All right, so we
So
got
Mike bets out
225.
225. Anthony goes Tattoo Tony makes it 600 or 500. John comes out of literally nowhere.
Yes,
He comes out of
He
nowhere.
doesn't even have cards.
Because Brando's like, well, what? Where'd that guy come from? You been sitting there the whole time, he
All
says?
right, so Mike's out of the way, and now all the graphics are screwed up and everything because it's showing that the hand's going to be over here. It's all in a call. They run it twice.
Which is even worse because we can do all of that,
Right.
which is great. They have the same hand?
I think he has 5-6.
Who does?
No, he has 8-6.
I think
Looks
they
like a
both have
5.
8-6.
I don't think so. I think he's got 5-6 of clubs, and they chop it up. He gets a flush on the first one, and they miss it.
All right.
Yeah, so that's what John had. 5-6 of clubs, and he gets there once. They chop up Mike's money.
Which is sweet because it's quite
And
a
now
bit,
you're trying to recover.
which is a full-blown just...
Or I think we're trying to see what John had. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
Yeah, that ain't working.
John, 6
5-6. Okay, so at least we know what hand he had.
Yeah, so he flopped a flush draw in a pair and then turned a gutter ball with his flush draw. Got it in, ran it twice, hit a flush on one. Missed it.
Nice.
There we go.
Next
Action.
hand.
All right, now we're back to, I'm out of there. That's it
Now
for
we got to
Brando.
figure out how much John has. Mike's money's going to be a little bit off too.
Well,
He's going to be
yeah.
about $300 less than what he has.
80
Maybe a
and
400.
225, 300 less. Yeah.
Well, no, you bet 100 on the flop too.
80 on the flop.
Oh, it was 80.
80 on the flop, 225 on the turn. So 305 plus the pre-flop, 25. So that
Mike is straddling, or he's calling $10 with 7-5. I think Mike. We're officially watching Mike on full-blown tilt.
Yeah. No, it was the king 9 to king 10.
Oh, I agree. And then he follows it up with that King Jack hand, and then
Yeah.
it's just a downward poker spiral
Oh,
here,
yeah.
folks. What are some other good poker-like things to say?
I don't know. Some guy said that he showed up to the casino on tilt, and then the other guy responded with, "I was born on tilt." I was like, "Wow,
It's good.
pretty good."
I'm with you. Dude, you smashed a gutter ball on an $80
Oh, he's
fucking...
tilted.
Oh, he's not only
Smash
tilting,
it
he's
out.
still talking about the previous hand, which is never good.
It isn't.
Two things.
Especially when Mike had
There,
king high.
yeah, there are two certainties in poker. If a man raises while he's stacking his chips,
He has
he's
a-
not bluffing. And two, if you're still talking about the previous hand while you're betting into the next one,
You're tilted.
you are a massive tilt. Anybody who denies that, you're in denial.
Right. You know, the first step of improvement is admitting you have a problem.
It's funny, Lindsay and I were watching, we were like, what are we going to watch tonight when we were making dinner? And Tommy Boy was on. I forgot how good that movie is.
That's the movie I've seen.
And it was so good. And he's
All
like,
right, so hold on really quick.
first
John
step,
80.
noticing the problem. Second step, wash it off. Like, it's so good.
So John bet 80 there. Brian shoved with the queen 8, and he folded. Yesterday, I sit down at the horseshoe. The whole table's just tilted. Like, literally, 4 guys are on tilt. Money's just flying around.
Nice.
I get stacked twice in the first orbit. And they're just, like, talking about how everybody at the table's on tilt. And I'm, like, trying to, like, not feed in. I am just full-blown steaming in my head. But I just am playing, and I'm just trying to play it off like I'm not tilting. Because the whole table was like, oh, everybody's got to be tilting now, including the new guy. And I don't really know where I was going with that story. But that's
Everybody
it.
was on tilt.
Everybody's on tilt. And I tripled up and got off tilt. It was great.
You tripled up?
Tripled. Woo! 500 to 1500. Brandon's even. I put myself on lockdown.
Nice.
20
You went
minutes into the
full-blown
session.
Velcro pet chips,
I was just,
huh?
yep. In for 500. In for 1,000. In for 1,500. Whoop, back to even. Okay.
Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. All right, Floats has got an ace queen. A couple of face cards for Anthony and Mike.
Ooh, Mike did fold king 9, so maybe he's
Now he's realizing he's on tilt.
like when the water's boiling, you just turn it from high to medium,
Yeah.
and it just goes to like a simmer.
Anthony, what's the other club?
He's simmering.
Ace 5 what?
7-7-4. Not a whole lot on that flop.
Ace 5 9.
9.
John just fires. I love him.
John's the
5 was
best.
the diamond because he paired and had
Boom,
a flush
take it
draw
down.
flop.
When in doubt, bet. Phil Ivey.
No?
Bet.
Thought for sure.
And then you bet the flop. And then bet the turn.
He's
And
20%.
then if they bet you on the river, you just raise them. See that picture of the four of them? It was like they were playing poker on some private jet.
No.
And it was on Twitter, and like they're using a bicycle deck and like cheap ass poker chips from like
Plastic chips.
from like Walgreens.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you guys on a private jet? Like, doesn't somebody have like a cool ass like
Private jet set, yeah.
ivory chip set or something? You know?
Yeah. I saw a picture on Twitter that was like. Get a guy who looks at you the way Phil Ivey looks at a real kid.
That is awesome.
It is.
It's so weird that they're friends.
I know.
And I feel
'Cause
like
they
they're
should
like
be,
really
rivals.
good friends.
Oh no, they're really good friends.
Yeah, like it's not weird. It's just like they just don't seem to go together.
No.
It's like Laurel and Hardy, and neither
Yeah.
one of them are fat. It's just the idea of
Right.
like it's such a complete opposite,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
weird.
And the only thing they have, what should have in common is like gambling.
Right.
That's it.
Was Negreanu ever like a total full blown like degen?
Like pits and stuff.
I don't know, just like in
I mean,
general.
gambles
Like,
hard on like
he bets a lot on like
golf, which he's bad at, but like always gets the right handicap, and like he's never gonna go into a casino and lose $1 million playing baccarat or anything like that. I don't think he ever was that.
Straddle.
Oh yeah, this was okay. I'm close to finding my close to finding that picture that was really funny.
You're close to finding.
Mustang?
Okay, so here's the that's them on that private jet playing with crappy ass bicycle chips, and I shouldn't say crappy, but cheap chips and a bicycle deck.
So who is that? Tony G,
Yep.
Durr,
Yep.
and Phil Ivey.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
And here's the picture.
Who's the fourth person?
Who's the Asian guy?
Oh, Paul Fu or whatever.
Yeah.
Paul Fua. He's just a gazillionaire.
Nice. I wish I was a gazillionaire. And then since I was a gajillionaire, I mowed that grass for free. What movie? Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Yeah.
Literally fired if you can't remember Forrest Gump.
I've never seen it, but I know it's from it.
I do not. Although
You did a good accent.
Lindsay and I were watching. They are so pissed about
This is what
this.
you meant by like friend on friend action, right?
These two did not know that anybody else was coming.
This one.
It's privileged information, so don't say anything. But
funny.
they do not know. All right, back to the aggression frequency. What do you know? Flops or Floats is the #1 aggressive
And
player at
Pat's
the
the
table,
number 9.
and Fletch actually is up there. And Pat, you got to get that aggression frequency up. Like
Well,
it's
he just limped the ace 10 spades.
Did he?
Played a hand, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, why would you raise with ace 10 spades?
if you could have anybody's table image,
Does that look like bluffs?
you know, out of like the CCG regs in general, whose would you want to be? Like, who do you think is like the most feared cash game player at CCG? Meaning, like, if you're sitting down at a table, going, I'm gonna have a tough night. Like, I gotta go up against this guy. Like, who's the Babe
Probably
Ruth?
Preach on.
I was thinking that too, and I don't want to give him that title.
Just because of the image. Not even because I think he's super good or whatever, but he just probably has an image that, like, he's always bluffing, and, like, he's just not.
John is very good at talking players into doing what he wants them to do. Meaning, if he wants you to fold, he talks you into folding. If he wants you to call, he talks you into calling. Like, he's very, like, Svengali on getting players to do what he wants.
Mike the Mouth here with a huge flop, top pair, nut flush draw, turns an open ender.
Yeah.
Nobody has anything.
No.
Takes it down with 25
I don't actually like the 9 on the turn. I think it's bad. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I guess
mean,
what are you
sure,
up
it's not
against?
as good as a club.
Correct, yeah.
That's probably one of the first. That's one of the
Offsuit,
first
just give me like a
times I have
4.
seen Chris Steve at a fucking hand.
Just a duck.
Literally, like one of the first times
I got
I've
threes. What do you want me
never
to do?
seen.
You think Pat wears that hoodie so people think he goes to Harvard?
I used to wear this Princeton hat when I was like in high school, like senior in high school, and there was a rock climbing place. This is how old it is. I literally would go to this rock climbing place, and the guy's like, "Oh, it was like a fraternity hat that I would wear backwards. It was white, but it was from Princeton."
Yeah, I feel like
The guy's
I've
like,
seen
"Oh,
this
do
hat.
you go to Princeton?" I was just like, yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
Do you even know where Princeton's at?
Nope. East Coast somewhere.
Yeah.
New Jersey? No. Rhode Island?
No. It's
No.
gotta be. I don't know either.
All right, folks, hit us up in the comments. Where is
Pennsylvania?
Princeton at? Ooh, Pennsylvania sounds better.
Oh, yeah.
It is New Jersey. That's tilting.
Tilting because I guessed correctly.
On the first guess.
Nice. You shot it down. How about a shout out to Jerry, main event winner at CCG, taking down a couple of others.
Oh, yeah.
Taking
MSPT?
down the MSPT event.
130K.
Wisconsin State Poker Champion. Pretty awesome.
It is.
Wins 100 and something K.
130.
Wins 130. Then the next weekend shows up to play the $300 black chip bounty at
Yeah, and asked
King
to,
Saul.
And then asked to pre-register the early bird.
yeah.
I was like, wow.
This guy's awesome.
I know.
Talk about a poker player that is like even
Unjaded.
keel. Yeah, exactly. Appreciates just being able to play. Excited about playing. Doesn't go full blown normal poker player. Like I'm gonna up the stakes now. I'm gonna start
Right.
playing
I'm gonna
20K
just-
sit and goes. You know, just think it's awesome.
So we did have Fletch flop top 2, and then John turn a set. Hearts did get there on the river, and I know I say nobody has flushes, but it was like 7 ways. So
Hard to not have a flush here.
yeah, I mean nobody does have a flush, and like
Told them we don't need them.
what? Chris is gonna rep the flush. This is a crazy hand. John bet 70 on the river for value.
Get off.
Chris just made it 300.
Yep.
Anthony's like, you want to come see
That'll
Oh.
do it.
No.
Oh.
Just top 2 bottom set muck muck.
Wow.
Come watch one of our basketball games.
And it was. Oh no, it's the original flush that got there.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
I feel like Chris has a good knack of like.
When somebody doesn't have.
Well,
When
not
they're
only
value
that,
betting.
I think it's
not.
like. I think he's like. I think yeah. I'm trying to get this out, but the idea of like he's just wrapping a flush there and be like, I think I'm putting both these guys on. They don't have a flush. I'm gonna rep that I got the flush. I think I can get them to fold, and he did. I mean, it's a great. He played on Saturday. The whole UFC crew was out in full effect. Oh man, it was like smart kid equations on the freaking bathrooms and stuff. I mean, I couldn't believe it. They were all over the joint. Asian John was at a table. He's like, "Hey, kick these other 2 guys out. We want an all Asian table." And I was like, "I don't even know if you can say that." And they were all like, "Nah, get rid of them." It was like,
It's funny. I think John's the only. John can say it.
yeah.
He's
It was
Asian.
great. Yeah,
It's great.
it was fun. And they were playing 2-5. That was a sick game.
Yeah. Was that the one Brian was in?
Nope, he was at
Brian-
the other team.
Oh man, Brian said that his game was really.
It was juicy. The 2-5, the 2-2-5 games, which had a pretty consistent list the whole time, was like dope. Anyways, if you guys want to play 2-5 again, we will definitely have 2-5 during Black Friday. We will be
tomorrow.
in the restaurant, so it's probably the only time we're going to be able
in
to play.
the restaurant, guys.
All right, we're back in the old Pub at the Max. It's the Alta Grill now. They're going to let us use it because it's Black Friday and it's super busy. So cash games only in the Alta Grill.
So you're gonna have TVs, you're gonna have food, you're gonna have a bar right there. It's gonna be old school.
Not quite as old school because they still don't have. They took down some of the TVs, but like you'll still have some stuff. I mean, tons of stuff up.
Yeah, there's.
The atmosphere is so much better in the restaurant. Like, in all honesty, if you were going to build a poker room, like it would kind of look like that.
Yeah.
Like it's. I think it's an awesome poker room,
Yep.
even though it's a restaurant. But
Yeah.
boy, that was a silence. Just.
Well, yeah, I
and
just was reminiscing the past.
I like. Yeah,
I was-
it was that non-uncomfortable silence. I like when people can just kind of feel
Yeah.
good in their silence, and we both of us were like, the good old days, Pub at the Max. Hey, Kenny, what are you doing?
I
Come
know.
over here.
I never thought I'd miss John.
I
and Pete
know.
until they're gone.
I'm thankful that we got the time that we got with
Yeah,
them, right?
I mean, I
It's
was
like
so
you-
annoyed when they say Saganaki
Oh
or
but still,
but yeah,
I miss them. funny the things that you miss when something changes.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of fun. All right, cool. I have an entire book bag with literally nothing in it.
Nice. Fletch River nines and deuces here. And got a $110 bet from Pat on the river, which is like tough to get 110 out of Pat.
That's a senior 7 deuce.
Tough to get 110 out of Pat, unless he's got the Stone Cold.
Unless you're about to lose 110.
Right. Yeah. Typically, when Pat calls you with $110, you in trouble.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that one.
All right, cool. Can't find anything I'm looking for.
Well, all right, sweet.
All right.
It's a
Top.
weird bag.
That's cool.
What's a bag?
Yeah.
Ace King.
Ace King for John. Goats number 2.
Are you gonna say top like 5 Thanksgiving dishes or?
I'm gonna say, how about my top 3 Black Fridays in CCG history,
Okay.
if I can remember them. I remember let's see. It was, because this is a point of contention. People complained that the website says helping charity since 2006, which is true. But the first CCG event was on January 21st, 2007. Just the first events we did at the end of 06 were not really underneath CCG. We weren't like an actual company yet.
Okay.
We were just doing events like,
Just see if you can.
just see if we can make it,
company.
make it work. You know, if it was an option, and then it turned out it was. So, anyways, I don't think the first Black Friday was bigger, but not crazy. Then all of a sudden, the next year, so
2008.
Black Friday 08,
Yeah,
which is
the
right
Odeum.
after the horseshoes at the Odeum, it just went bananas.
Yeah.
It was like 280 people. There was literally, I kid you not, 100 people in line for $25 sit and goes.
Yeah, we had that whole right side of the. Well, if you're walking in to the left, like
Yeah.
6 tables along the glass walls was like sit and go tables, and it was like
It was like 50 sit and goes.
Yeah.
Maybe more. I don't
Yeah.
even know how many there were. 60 sit and goes. It was like an unbelievable, like crazy event. It was totally unprepared, totally uncalled for. But then the thing happened is we hyped it up so much.
we hyped it up for 09 that like because of 08 we didn't even really.
Oh,
hype
it was
up.
just a freak.
It just happened. Then we hyped it up. That it's like, oh, this is going to be our biggest day of the year, and then like doubled again.
Yeah, then it was in like the 300s for just the bird.
Yeah.
You know, 30 tables or something. And
So
then,
I missed 08, but I've been to every Black Friday since 09.
Yeah. And where have we done Black Fridays at? Mostly just.
Well, we've done
The Odeum.
We did.
Then we did the Max on the
Max on
soccer
the
field.
Then
That
we
was
went
crazy.
to Toyota once, and then the rest have been at the Max.
On the 6-foot ramp?
Yeah, then we were at the Max, and
We
then
did
it's been at the
Toyota 2 years ago.
last year,
Last year,
because the Max had the grill was down, and remember they had
Oh, yeah.
because
Yep.
they had the whole remodel going, so we couldn't use any of it. That's crazy. But anyways, back at the Max, retro should be good. Should be great.
Should be great.
Black Fridays are always it's a guaranteed wonderful time. All right, John's got 2 pair, but they don't actually play. He's got tree pair.
Yeah.
I like what Louis says, tree pair. I got tree pair. Takes it down with the jack. $92 pot. Biggest pot of the night so far.
You know, he was my first ever CCG dealer.
Old Louis?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bald Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now super skinny Lou.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was at Mexican Grill,
Oh, wow. It's another place.
and your dad just like, oh, you want to cash? Come on down. Just escort you right through. I'm 17, not even 18. Get up there, sit down. Lou's just like, and he's throwing the flops down like that. Where
Oh, yeah. The big high
the
flops.
big high flops. Yeah. And
Big
I
high
remember
flops.
I was like, I'm up $95. And then Ryan was like, you aren't up anything till you leave.
Did you lose it all back?
No, but
It's true.
yeah.
All right, Tattoo Tony. Calls to 5. I'm trying out the name.
That's great. It flows off the tongue.
It does.
Way to go, John.
It does. It's not him that was requesting a name. It was somebody else had asked for it. Like his friend or something. I don't know, somebody on Facebook. It was like, oh, the best player at the table doesn't have a name. So now I felt bad. He is a rag, and we didn't give him a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
FTB hanging out. He loves that name.
I thought it was a secret. I guess not. I didn't
All right, we're
say
cruising in the last 20 minutes here.
Yeah, it's winding down the end of the night. Do you play differently? It's something that's unique to charity poker. Is that obviously there's a time limit. You know it's going to close. Not a lot of casinos nowadays. Not always the truth. Earlier in the poker days, but like now, Horseshoe's open 24 hours a day.
That's it. Though.
Elgin's.
All the other ones closed.
Oh, do they?
All the Illinois ones closed.
Do they still close? Boy, goes to show how often I play poker
Like
at
5
Illinois
to 6
casinos.
they close or something? 5:30 to
4 or
6:30?
something. Yeah, I remember the
4:30 to
Aurora
5:30.
used to close at like 3 or 4.
It's somewhere there. I think it's like I have no idea because I don't play poker in
All right,
Illinois
so
anymore.
let's. It's still the same purpose. Charity poker. Typically, you're out of there at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you play differently? Because now it's at like 12:15, 12:20, 12:30. The time's winding down. Are you amping up your play if you're down, trying to get even? Are you slowing down your play if you're up to lock up a winner? Do you just play normal? Is it bad poker to do that? Is
Yeah,
it good poker to do
it's
that?
bad. To play
Bad.
different.
Bad. Why?
Because it's all one long session.
It's all one long session.
Right.
I mean, I understand the point. It's
Like
very
you,
zen.
You being down $800 with 10 minutes left, like you're still just gonna go home and come back and play the next day,
And be down 800 and start over.
right.
Split pot here. Prop bet question.
Do
If
you
you
win the
split a
bet
pot, right, do you get
Or
the
do you get the 7 deuce?
let's find out.
that.
Apparently they're fist pumping because no. The answer is you do
You have
not
to win
win
the
it.
pot.
You have to win the pot.
Good slow roll. Good slow roll.
Wow, they both call with a deuce. Deuce, no kicker. That's gross.
I think you win if you do.
Went to the dentist yesterday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
That was fun. My dentist is pretty cool.
Checking back the value.
I just got a new dentist.
Man, woman,
Woman,
monkey.
You
woman.
just splice both.
This
of them.
crazy dentist office. They do like everything is in the house. Like they do braces and trays, and they make their own caps, and they make their own like everything. They have the equipment for everything.
Wow.
Like they do veneers. They do like if you need like to have a mold. Usually they make the mold, send it in,
Get
they
it.
just do it all there.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow my dad was talking to the owner. A normal dentist does $500,000 in billing in a year, and they do $2 million a month.
Holy mother of God.
They have like 14 dentists, 2 orthopedic surgeons,
Maxophelio, whatever those guys
whatever.
are.
Yeah, they got.
Uh-oh, Mike the Mouth with Jacks here, and Patsy raises him 10-9 suited. And then Miami Chris just rips a 3-bet with King-9.
Yeah.
This game is awesome. Brian's right. This is souping up to be a maximum hand. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Come on.
I mean, he limped to 3-bet
Feel
here,
it.
right?
Feel it.
4-bet.
Yeah, you want a 3-bet, but you don't want to see a raise and a 3-bet, and then 4-bet Jacks does not seem great. Come on,
All right,
Pat.
Pat's coming in there.
Get in there, Pat. Get in there, Pat. Okay, I also want to talk about, see Pat's pose right now?
Uh-huh.
The hand on the shoulder,
Yeah.
elbow on the table,
Yeah.
seems to be like some kind of like, is it like in a book that I didn't read that's how you're supposed to sit
That's
at a
like
poker
the
table?
new, like,
It's
the
like the
new
new way to
sit.
do it. It's
Yeah.
like the millennial poker sitting thing. Scare card for
Everybody.
Mike, even though
Chris is gonna win this pot.
Chris is going to win this pot because he's just going to keep firing.
Yeah. The 10 of spades was the door card. And I saw Pat like, ooh, jump a little.
Oh!
And it was
All right,
just like,
folks, so if Pat giggles and jumps, he's got middle pair. No kicker. Mike immediately folds to Jacks, and Pat is going to look him up here with the 10, which I did not think was going to happen. Are you watching this?
I am watching it.
8 on the turn. Pat checks. He got the poker player pose on. Ooh, Chris gives up a little bit. River's at 10.
Dink.
Pat ain't going anywhere now.
All right, well, Chris is no longer winning this pot.
Does put out the back door
What?
clubs. Pat's thinking about that because he's nervous Nelly.
Doesn't Pat want to have a flush? Pat's got a boat.
Oh, good call.
And Pat shoved and got snap folded out.
I think the shove was too much there.
Yeah. Look at that, Pat. You play 10-9 suited, you might win a pot.
Although maybe not. I mean, maybe if Pat was going to bluff there and just snap jams, he might get the guy to fold. Maybe he could actually get him to...
Fold ace, king, ace, queen,
Right?
jack.
Possible. It's possible.
I'm really bad at that, KJ, as you can tell.
Oh, Lord, I got the coughs.
I'm tired.
It's kind of like a ho-hum,
Yeah.
gross day out. It's
This is-
Tuesday at the office, folks. It's a little...
Cloudy, it's cold,
Yeah,
it's
but
windy.
it's not, like,
you know, there's
super
gonna be
cold.
so much wind tomorrow. Did you see this?
No.
60-mile-an-hour wind.
Why?
I don't know.
Just...
Tom Skillett said.
Oh, that guy's always
Tom
right.
Skilling. There's already advisories out for the Munster Police Department. I don't know what's going on.
Really?
Yeah, I guess all the flights are just going to get canceled into O'Hare and Midway tomorrow.
That sucks
Busiest day of the
for
year.
Keith.
Busiest. Is he coming?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Bus ticket this morning.
Great. Well, now I got 37 dealers.
I mean, do you?
Brendan. Table 1, the early bird. All right, we got 5 ways. Big cup flops top pair. John flops top pair. Fletch with an open ender. Mike with a gutter ball. Anthony with 7 high.
Who bet? Oh, okay. Just wanted to check. I thought that Fletch bet. Okay. I know, it looked like it was from there. Sorry.
All right, John's going to bet his queen 8. Fletch open ender calls. Mike with the gutter ball calls. Big cup with the queen 10 calls. Jack ball on the turn. It's really a bad card for everybody. Checks through instantly. River. Wet napkin.
Napkin. I love when Paul said that. It was the funniest thing.
What if you have like ace?
And queen 10 is going to take it down.
Mark that hand.
You have to call it ace queen. If I got ace king, I
All right.
get the mine.
Anthony 2.9K. Chris 2.6. All the way down to John 370. Pat Fletch, big cup in the middle.
Oh, wait, two. Okay. I hit queen 10.
Did your family play any games on Thanksgiving?
Apparently we're
Like you
playing
play-
a football game.
A what?
We're playing a football game.
Top CCG moment
Yes,
of all
I
time
yeah.
is the
I've
annual.
only been to one. I only went to one.
Yeah, and I remember reading in GQ magazine. This is when I read magazines. That if you played tackle football after the age of 25, like you were a man's man. Which, despite what anybody can say about me, I played tackle football with those guys until
Yeah,
like my 30s,
yeah.
35,
Yep.
and then I was like, all right,
I'm out.
I'm out. This is done.
Well, you got me, Pat Lou. That's pretty scary.
Have you met Pat?
It was rough. It was
I mean-
fun. One year we played at Country Lakes on the 10th fairway, and we had like 30 guys.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 15 on 15. It was nuts.
That's awesome.
It was just like, run and go and see what happens.
Yeah,
and then
that's
you
how
just
we used to play
chuck
in
it
high
up.
school too, and we used to play when the ground was frozen.
Oh, yeah, it was super cold that
It
year.
hurts so bad
Yeah.
to get tackled because you're just getting tackled on cement.
And
Basically.
it was great. And it was all the CCG volunteers, and just, it was awesome. Some regs showed up. Got a chance to get even with a few people that you didn't really want to hang out with anymore.
Yeah, so I'm a little nervous because my cousin played college football. His brother is playing high school football right now.
Nice.
You got me, and then their dad was in the military. Big old bald dude. So I'm like the.
You're in trouble.
I'm in trouble, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be the one that they're going
Beat up on.
to. Yeah.
All right, John is really trying to float this 7 deuce winner
Well,
here.
hey, he got a really, really good turn.
He got a great turn.
And I think he sized it up nicely to where he can shove Z River.
Problem is, it's up against FTB. Unbluffable.
Right. Plus, FTB's first thought is like,
She didn't turn it open.
this guy's got 7 deuce. Boom!
Oh!
Show it! Let's go! Look at Big Cup doesn't even see it. Yeah.
Chucking the money over. Chuck it over, kids.
Look at how
Wins a
tilted FTB is.
$400 pot and then gets a $100 bonus. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, $90 bonus for just nothing. It's great.
Oh.
Absolutely fantastic. All right, we are blasting in. Currently Tuesday afternoon, 1:40, CCG World Headquarters. Still getting lots of peeps signing up for Black Friday.
I got a seat.
You do have a seat.
Yeah, I thought that's what he was saying.
Give it to
If anybody wants to get the 250th seat, $48, I'll give it to you.
So you went all the way to the river.
That's where the bidding starts.
He bet the flop, and then they
You bet the flop. Yeah.
We got like 50, 80 signed up, something like that.
I'm trying to do it right now.
Yeah,
See what we got.
Pot was a lot.
So all you have to do is put up $5 on PayPal.
Yep.
To get your
Well,
seat.
actually, I thought
Yep.
The turn was supposed to be a 7 of hearts. And then I was gonna
70, 68 right now, something like that.
All right. So
Yeah.
you pay $5 on PayPal, then you just show up, take a seat at your table, and give your dealer a 20.
Yep. That's exactly right.
any 7 would have been. I'm at the point.
You just said a 7.
All right, 4 ways for 15. Anthony raised the ducks. Let's see if he can flop a set, and he
Would have
cannot.
both gave me open ender. Then I would have had to just.
Look at these statistics. Anthony with deuces 31%. John with jack 10 high 31%. FTV with 7-6 high 32%.
32%. How is he the favorite?
He's got the gutter ball and the 2 overcards.
And 2 live cards.
And Mike the Mouth calls 20 with the gutter. 10, John, and look at that, John 88%.
Yep.
Nobody can even hit a pair bigger than his.
Nope.
If he's gonna bet.
He's in trouble.
We can all agree on a turn. It's
Nope,
probably
that's
ideal
good.
for him.
I thought somebody banked a 5. But
I thought it was a 4. Yeah, 4 makes it straight.
Here, please
deuces
call me.
straight.
I give him no.
He's only calling with aces.
He would probably
Crazy.
rip the turn.
And
With aces? No.
No, just
FTV says, I'm going to take this pot. I rivered a 5.
he might get it. He might get John
You think John's
fold.
gonna fold
I mean,
the 10?
there's
Spoiler alert, John ain't folding the 10.
$140 in the pot. There's nothing in the pot.
yeah, I just watched the gun shot play and then.
Sometimes it's not worth just looking it up.
Look at that, Anthony called deuces.
Everyone
And John folds, and Anthony's going to win with ducks. Boy, did you call that hand right.
Well, kind of. I'll tell you right now, if Anthony folded, John would have called him.
Oh,
But
my
John can't.
goodness, what a woof. Woof.
It was a heart.
Getting stuck in the middle there sucked for floats. All right,
It's like the only way you can lose that pot.
we are down to the last 8 minutes with
I know.
these
Well, time
everybody
flies when you're having
for Thanksgiving. So
Hopefully you didn't go into a turkey coma and are listening to us. And
yeah, because now it's about 8 o'clock on
Right.
Thanksgiving. I'm basically asleep. My kids are jumping on me.
One of them.
well, have you decided what you're going to do for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Are you going to
It was alright.
Oh, I'm
eat mashed potatoes?
cheating like
I think it
a,
gets a little bit more
Like
interesting.
something. I don't know, like Stu Younger in a gin game.
Owning
I
everyone.
don't know if
gonna
that makes
go
any
with,
sense.
like,
But
yeah, I was trying to.
Magnet.
I'm cheating like Postel and friggin' Stones
There
out
you
there.
go.
There you go. I got it. Hey, you gonna cheat on your diet? I'm gonna cheat like Postel and Stones.
I think I'm going to conservatively cheat.
Uh,
Because I just went crazy town for 5 days in New York, and it took me a week to get it all back down.
yeah.
I think I'm just going to go with like a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Moderation. Everything in moderation.
But you know, they're like, oh my grandma's making the corn casserole because I like it just for me. And then my aunt's like, oh, we're getting the buns from Texas Roadhouse. Those like
Oh, those are
cinnamon.
so
And I'm just like,
good.
well, how am I
So
ever gonna?
good.
I know.
Oh my god.
I'm just like, that's it.
Texas Roadhouse is by far one of the worst restaurants I have ever been to.
Yeah.
However, the bread there sells it. I'll eat there whenever.
I'll tell you right now.
Somebody's like, oh, you want to go to Texas Roadhouse? I was like,
Sure.
done. Let's go.
You can get the Caesar salad that comes out on a freezing cold plate.
Really?
It's like the plate does it for me. The salad and the bread are the only reasons I go.
So,
back.
what's the deal with this romaine lettuce that's like all Ebolite or whatever?
Did it happen again?
I don't know. Like, my Portillo's salad got canceled because of some kind of iceberg recall.
I don't know.
All right, John with Kings here just limps in with just calls. Who raised? Oh, Fletch raised to 15. John just called, hoping somebody else would bet.
And he got Will in the big blind, which is the perfect spot.
With
to-
tens.
Yeah, I know.
And then the worst cards come out.
Ace magnet.
Yeah. But nobody's got an ace. Oh, no.
Big
Big
cup.
Cup's got an ace. He going to win this pot. He might fold.
He ain't gonna fold.
Bets 20. So this is the problem that I have with doing this with kings, trying to get so many people in there. Let's see if he'll do it. The idea is, can you just give it up? And he does. So I give him credit. If you're willing to play kings like that, where you kind of lay in the weeds a little bit, you got to be willing to give them up, right? And that's the problem I think
Look
that
at Fletch.
a lot
My
of
hero.
people have.
Fletch
He's
is my
the
hero.
best. Baby Fletch.
He checks it. I don't want your guys' money.
Baby Fletch, kid, what do you got?
Like a flush there, it's like the nuts.
I feel like Brian at like sitting at the table. Look at him. He looks
Well, yeah, he looks deflated.
deflated. He's
Maybe
the
a
only
little
one.
drunk.
He's the only one who got
7 deuced.
banged on twice. Twice he had to pay the 7.
Look at this.
deuce.
Now he's got to pay his tab. What a bad beat. Mikey comes over. Excuse me, sir. You owe $94.50 for Blue Moons.
This guy's rich. This guy's rich. This guy's not. What did he just say? What did he say? Said he's rich.
All right, he's giggling.
The gut shot wants to know what's going on. You know, he's gotta.
Where is he?
There's Mr. Gutshot wants to know what's going on, which would be Mike.
For what?
What was going on in this game?
Oh,
He
nice.
texted.
What was he playing?
He texted Pat.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I was very confused.
50-100 game running.
Probably had the shoes. All right, John Cullen with 7-3. FTB. See, now this is where FTB. He just went from 1,200 to 500. He might take the end of the night here and say, I'm going to try it.
I'm gonna rip it up.
Yeah, and he's making it 40 with the 10-7. Fletch, Ace Jack.
That's like everyone on Chinese poker. And
8,
like the
6,
first couple
deuce,
days,
rainbow.
everyone was so bad, and then now they're just bad.
Gutterball for FTB. That's it.
They do have a 20-40.
Two of them.
Yeah,
They have
there's
two 20-40s.
They've got 1 5-10. They got 2 20-40s. That's ridiculous.
They have like 20
Do they? No limit?
Fletch is going to look him up with Ace High.
No, I haven't.
Fletch floating an Ace Jack.
John floating.
KJ, would you let me play?
7-3.
That's
And he turns
pretty
a draw.
Yes,
Pink.
except
Turns
for
it draw.
FTB turning nuts.
Yeah, this is why you got to be careful floating a 7-3, because sometimes you hit and sometimes you get royally harpooned by Captain Ahab.
Oh man, he makes
Told
it
ya.
straight. He makes it straight.
Told ya. This is
Look at John is like, this is the gin run
I
out for
am
me.
so happy that 5 just hit the river. Oh crap! FTB's got the nuts.
And he even checks it to like trap him.
Who? FTB?
No,
John does?
John checks.
I like it.
Oh no, John didn't check. You just put the A check.
I misclicked.
150.
All right.
FTB's
Hold on.
got.
What is the bet here that Brian makes to get the maximum
Oh,
payoff?
John's only got 220 left.
So, no, he doesn't. The 220 is wrong, probably from. Oh, he goes on.
All in call. He got it. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, he had about 220 left.
How many black chips he got?
1. Oh, they're counting it, so
Well, because I think the graphics were a little off because of the
that
brain
makes sense.
screw up.
Yep. So he probably has a little bit more.
Still a big pot. I mean, it's a 1K pot, and the stacks are wrong. So
I think John got an extra, had an extra like 150 because they chopped Mike's 300 up.
yeah. Wow.
That's
Well,
just
that is the
unlucky.
last hand.
Yeah, that's just pretty unlucky there. You get the perfect run out. 9 of hearts, 5 of hearts.
Sometimes you got to be careful floating those 7-3 suited. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you for listening to Brandon and I. Even if you didn't make it this long, we very much appreciate you guys listening to us and hanging out with us on Thanksgiving. We are thankful for all of you. This is my serious moment.
I'm not going to ruin it.
No, don't ruin it. I mean, maybe a little bit. It's fine. But anyways, thank you for watching. We appreciate you all very much. If you are watching us on YouTube, or listening to us on YouTube. If you're watching and listening to us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We've been getting more subscribers every week. I want to hit that 1K mark so we can do some really cool stuff on there. Other than that,
See you guys tomorrow.
see you guys tomorrow for Black Friday. Holy cow, Black
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Wives going out to shop, or husbands going out to shop, depending on which side of the fence you're on.
Right. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
No.
You going to do any shopping Thursday
No.
night?
Thursday night? No,
Pre-
I'm retired.
You're done? You
I'm
used
retired.
to do it.
Yeah.
All
Cyber
right.
Monday.
Cyber
do
Monday
it-
is
just do it in
good.
your
I'm
underwear at
I'm
home.
very in right now to the like pre-Black Friday
Yeah.
sales. Like I got some Target stuff that I was getting for the kids.
I think I have everything I need. It's weird.
That's awful. I'm upset that you would say that.
Why?
You never have everything you need. Don't go all Gary V on me and minimalist.
What do I need?
Better PLO games.
Yeah.
Can't buy
And I
those.
can't buy those. I would if I could.
I would if I could. All right, on that note, we're going to go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. And what are we doing next time?
Maybe something from this weekend. Do we have anything?
Oh, yeah. We're going to do the high roller. Because I'm
Or
going
the
to...
final table of the bird.
All right.
Probably final table of the
Something
bird.
next week will be from tomorrow's or this weekend's event.
Yeah.
So something Thanksgiving weekend opening winner CSOP.
Yep.
Come see us for the winner CSOP. We'll see everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.